think the first statement I was given, niliambiwa nimekupea ATM machine.
Okay.
This is an ATM machine I'm giving you.
Yeah.
But with this ATM machine, there are chances that you might lose.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to work towards being profitable.
Maybe to understand this topic in a very simple way.
Yeah.
What is this thing Forex? What is this thing financial markets?
The first rule I have as a trader is before I make profits, I need to secure what I have.
Okay.
Other than discipline and a strategy, you also need to have your emotion in checks. If strategy yako imework na imefikia kitu tunaita take profit, toka kwa market, come back again tomorrow.
What were your hopes in terms of making profits, and then suddenly how did the market prove you wrong? Yeah.
Funny story. Yeah, there's a lot of people wenye wana market forex.
Yeah.
In a way yenye inakaa ni tengeneza do mbio mbio.
Yeah.
Omoka, toka kwa block, hizo stories zote as you apply kwa hii soko. Yeah, ni very different. So find someone who has been in the market for a long period of time, someone who has back tested their strategies and their strategies are actually working, someone who will help you without anything in return.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome everyone to our show today. Today on the show we have our guest. He's going to introduce himself just in a moment, but today we are going to talk about financial markets. And on this topic, we are going to explore so much about financial markets. Our guest will explore and answer questions that we will be able to ask. So if you are there seated and this is an area you have been looking for, maybe to also get into and the trade, I think this is an opportunity to get into and do so much. So on our show today, we have one and only Charlie. Please, my friend, give us a little introduction about yourself, what you do, so that our audience can understand you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
My name's I go by Charles Munyawambua.
Okay.
But kwa streets unaweza nijua kama 16 tracks. 16 tracks. For most people I've worked with, the name 16 tracks has been a brand from 2019.
Okay.
I've been a trader from 2018. Started trading 2018. That's when I was introduced to trading.
Yeah, okay.
Other than trading, I specialize in a couple of things. I'm an entrepreneur by profession. Yeah.
Wow. So much to learn from you. So you entered Forex in 2018.
Yeah.
How has it been so far?
Just like any other business, it has its ups and downs. Hata mtu wa duka uzangi kila siku.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, kuna siku utakuwa uko juu, kuna siku utafeel uko chini. Well, as we compare ourselves to maybe big brands, big labels, for example, most recently we have seen an interview where Cairo was interviewed about his ups and downs, how business has been. Yeah, there are always situations where you challenge yourself, but as an entrepreneur, you never stay down. You pick yourself up.
Very true. So today, I know in Kenya, for example, not only in Kenya, East Africa, these are uncharted waters. People haven't explored so much about Forex or these financial markets. So to our audience, maybe to understand this topic in a very simple way, what is this thing Forex? What is this thing financial markets, so that someone at that level can understand?
In simple terms, Forex itself, it's not what you have been hearing on the streets. Atutatoa shots. Hakuna kutoa box ama hizo stories zote. But Forex is basically the buying and selling of currency. It's basically currency exchange.
Okay.
When you go to the bank, maybe you have Kenya shillings and you want to exchange with a pound or dollar or Chinese it's basically an exchange. There will be rates, and that's where the retail, for example, I am a retail trader operating under a broker. We exchange in hopes of getting profits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's go back to 2018 when you started. Yeah. And I know you started with the hopes that you make a profit, because at the beginning, I also at one point I had this story of Forex, and I was ready to jump into it, and I was so high that I'm going to make money. So when you jumped in that 2018, what were your hopes in terms of making profits, and then suddenly how did the market prove you wrong? Yeah.
Funny story. First of all, I'd like to shout out KBY for introducing me to Forex trading. KBY will be watching, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I was very hopeful. I was very passionate when I was introduced to trading. I think the first statement I was given, niliambiwa nimekupea ATM machine.
Okay.
This is an ATM machine I'm giving you.
Yeah.
But with this ATM machine, there are chances that you might lose.
Yeah.
So it's up to you to work towards being profitable. Personally, the first live trading I had, my experience was, let's say, average.
Average, yeah.
I started with a $20 deposit to a broker called Hot Forex Markets.
Yeah.
The first week I traded gold. From Monday to Friday, from Monday to Thursday.
Monday to Thursday.
It was very consistent. I was consistent with profits.
Okay.
Until Friday.
Okay.
Now, what happened on Friday was we have this news called the NFP, the non-farm payrolls, which I had not really understood it or how it operates. Na sema tu ilinionyesha vumbi. Ilinipiga dust kidogo.
Okay.
Yeah. So from $20, I had managed to accumulate up to almost 100. I was around $87.
Wow.
But I blew the entire account.
In a single day?
In a few minutes.
In a few minutes.
In a few minutes. The NFP starts at around Kenyan time. That would be around 4 p.m. That's when the New York session starts. And the US market is very volatile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tuseme tu alinitoa kwa soko.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what an experience. So apart from just what I'm learning is, apart from just the basics of trading, it seems like someone also has to know the timing. Someone has the big markets that are opening up.
Yeah, for the market itself, there are, I think, basically 4 time zones. There is the Australian session, there is the Asian session, there is the London session, and there is the New York session. For the most part, the London and the US session are most volatile, but the New York session is best for trading volatile currencies, for example, the gold, the dollar against the pound against the dollar. Yeah.
So which of these 4 is the best for a beginner to go for?
For a beginner, I would advise you start with the London session, which is basically open from around 10 a.m.
That's East African time.
Yeah. For a beginner, it's usually simple to understand the market with that time session.
Okay.
Not a lot happens during the London session.
Yeah.
The New York session is a bit tough because it incorporates a lot of people. Let me call them people. Yeah, the market itself brings a lot of volume, and if you are not aware, or maybe if not, you don't have maybe the right skill, you may be able to be swept off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Most Kenyans get introduced to Forex different ways, in totally different ways. I remember in my experience, I was introduced through, was it a WhatsApp group? Someone, and the guy was a Chinese actually. He had assembled a few Kenyans on the group, and then he was sending them kind of predictions to trade. Signals, exactly. So he would tell us the timing, and then he would give us the signal. Then we will go there and trade, hoping we will make money. But I don't want to go into a lot of stories what happened there. But basically, Kenyans get introduced to Forex or this financial trading in so many different ways. Some even get introduced through Telegram groups, others Facebook. I don't know, in your experience, how did you get to know the Forex, so that maybe before your friend told you this is the thing you have to?
Funny story about that. It was just after I finished high school. I was in college in Eldoret. And well, these days Forex is usually known for young people.
Yeah, so,
but my late mom was the one who introduced me to Forex. She had interacted with a few of her colleagues, and they brought up the trading and how the market usually operates. And me being specializing in IT, she saw an opportunity that maybe I could take advantage of. So she sent me to a few friends. I remember one of her friends was Eric. Eric was the one who sent me to KBY. So KBY was my tutor at Zion Mall in Eldoret with the Zion Hot Forex. They had an office at Zion Mall. There I trained for around 3 months before I started my live trading. I was introduced to trading by my mom, so I think let's not compartmentalize it to be known for only young people. All people are investing in Forex. I think they have the greater knowledge that most young people do not understand, because the market itself, for the newcomers, let me call them that, in the market, they specialize in technical trading. Technical trading is different from the fundamental part, which was known to be the best way of trading in the past, the fundamental side. The fundamental, I mean the news. For example, I've mentioned the NFP, the non-farm payrolls, which happens every first Friday of the month. And we also have the CPI news, which happens on Wednesdays.
Okay, basically, before maybe we go deeper into this, maybe I will ask something about the Kenyan scenario. Those traders who want to go into this business, the young entrepreneurs, maybe they don't know the brokers that are available in this country. Are there any that you could recommend in Kenya? For example, from my experience, I was approached by FX Pesa, at that time, and there is another one I've forgotten. But in your experience, from 2018 to today, and that's roughly, is it 8 years? Somewhere there. In your experience, which of these East African brokers do you think is the best for?
Well, I can't mention best brokers, but I can mention on what to look for in a broker. Personally, I've been using Hot Forex markets from day one, but along the way I would switch just to test the waters. But for the newbies, I'd like to advise you really need to do a lot of research on your broker. For me personally, I've worked with the Hot Forex market, being a partner, not just a client. I'm also a partner at Hot Forex markets. Hot Forex market offers maybe a lot that maybe we cannot talk about it on maybe everything they offer. But on another level, sitaki kutoa mtu nyama kwa mdomo. Unajua tunaweza ongea vibaya kuhusu broker mwingine. ikuwe ni vita.
Yeah.
But you can look for brokers who offer great spreads and leverage. These are the things that you need to look for in a broker. If the spread is high, you won't make good money. You need to look for low spreads. For example, the hot Forex markets offers zero spread. That means every time you execute a trade, your trade, if you are in the right track, your trade will automatically go to profits. Because the broker earns from your spread. That's why you'll see maybe mostly partners, for example, affiliate brokers or affiliate marketers, they advise differently because they earn from the same brokers. You can have a deal with a broker, maybe to be paid commission or rebates. But for newbies, I personally advise hot Forex markets.
Forex market. So let's also look at when someone is beginning Forex, for example, you find that most people are very energetic. Sometimes they are motivated and they say, I have a strategy. I have a strategy on how I can execute my trades and make profits. For someone who have been in this game for some time, what would you say? Is strategy alone going to make you money in Forex?
For a minute it may, but that's not the only tool you need in trading. The first rule I have as a trader is before I make profits, I need to secure what I have. So if I end up losing, there was no need to trade in the first place. So first of all, I need to secure what I have. So that's where discipline comes in. So as a trader, you must have discipline. This discipline will help in your strategy because there's a lot of patience that comes into trading. You might wait for strategy to work. Maybe it might take a day or two or weeks, maybe even a month before you can execute that perfect trade. But that discipline brings in what we call sniper entries and sniper exits. This makes you a profitable trader. Other than discipline and a strategy, you also need to have your emotion in checks. The emotional balance is very tricky because you can imagine ukiangalia pesa yako ikipotea in the process. Maybe you are working somewhere or maybe you had invested your savings or something like that, and at the end of the day you end up losing. So this brings up a lot of emotion in losing. But just like any other business, we learn to secure our losses, not to go any further than we should. So that's where the discipline comes in. First we secure what we have, then we look for more.
And then there is also the issue of small traders. They want to go into the market. You said you started with $50.
I started with $20.
$20. How risky is this? Because sometimes if I'm starting, I may choose a wrong broker with very high leverage, and you find that $20 is not enough. It's not going to let me stay in the market like for, let's say, even 10 minutes. So how risky is someone who's going into a market, hasn't analyzed properly the broker issue, hasn't known so much about the leverage, and then you enter the market and fortunate enough or unfortunate enough you lose money. How risky is it to have a small account?
Well, it's very risky. For every broker, I'm sure there is that note before you accept the terms. They tell you how risky it can be. But I think it's very crucial for a beginner to lose that money. You need to make those losses in order to understand how to make profits. I would advise against funding small amounts because at the end of the day, we are all here to make money. And after what we have seen in the market, maybe for example in our country, Kenya, there is this lifestyle that is being sold about Forex traders. Forex, fast cars, big houses, and all that. I would advise beginners not to buy into that theory. because it is very misleading. Trading is not about making money. It's not a get rich quick kind of scheme. You need to learn its ins and its outs. You need to be very patient with it. It takes time, just in like any other business. You yourself, you need to understand yourself, how you work and how the market works before you can execute any trade. For the newbies, I would advise against funding the small amounts. You know, like for me personally, nikiingia na $20, nilikuwa ninajua I would make, you know, $500, $1,000 within a month before kiboko ikuje ikupate. Then you restructure your brain to know that, well, ikitu si yangu. I need to do better. Because the market itself, it needs volume. In order for you to be a big trader, you need big volume. So I usually advise newbies to get a prop firm, where they get funded accounts. They buy funded accounts for smaller amounts, where it will teach them that discipline, because the broker with the prop firm will restrict you in a way which will give you discipline. For example, I've used Fifers, I've used Mavens, and they have a bit of similarity. They can offer you like, let's say, drawdown of up to 3% daily of the entire account. But you can imagine being offered a $10,000 account, and at the end of the day, you win.
You win
from a $10,000 account. Splitting with the broker after purchasing it from as minimum as $50 to getting a $10,000 account, to getting withdrawals from a $10,000 account. I think that's a game changer.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Wow. This story, I know it gets out there. It loves kind of, you know. And Kenyans, most Kenyans, the most barriers is balancing the emotional trading. That emotional balance. How would you advise the emotional balance? Like, how would you want that trader to execute that trade with his emotional on balance?
I feel like on the emotional balance, it still comes back to discipline. Discipline. Let me give you a short story. I used to know, let's call her Girl X. I won't name any names. So Girl X had $1 million Kenya shillings. Funded the account with the $1 million, but eventually lost the entire $1 million.
What?
This is how she lost the $1 million. The first trades were negative. So after running losses, you come back to the market, maybe in hopes of making or recovering.
Recovering what you've lost.
Which is very bad for a beginner or any trader. To come back to the market to revenge, you know. Like umenipiga ngumi, hata mimi niko na nguvu acha nikushuku. But it does not operate like that. So the minute you realize you have reached your maximum drawdown, you should stop trading. Don't overtrade.
Even if you've made losses.
Even if you've made losses, you take the loss. You go back to where you made the losses. How did I make this loss? How can I do better next time? She did not do that. She kept going back to the market. Eventually, tuseme tu alioshwa.
Tuseme even on that Thursday or Friday, when the market is closing, anauliza why will it lose? I need to still trade.
Well, there are other brokers that trade on the weekends, for example the Deriv, but I would not advise on anyone working with the derivatives. It's too volatile. And it does not respect the structures of the market. Basically, it operates on mathematics only.
And there, I don't know. Most people say derivatives work like gambling.
Yes, it's purely gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the market itself, as a trader, we mentioned before there are two types of traders. There's the technical trader and there's the fundamental trader. So the technical trader operates on strategies, for example, working with price action, maybe demand and supply. You have heard maybe of smart money concepts, where they look at things like fair value gaps, demand and supply. All these are in the technical trading. But the fundamental trader only operates on the news of the market. For example, the war between Ukraine and Russia, what Trump has done with South America. All these factors affect certain currencies differently. For example, when the dollar goes up, the gold loses value. But when the dollar loses value, investors usually go to the gold. So the impacts are very different on every currency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, and this is really getting it nerves. We have also the types of traders. Then we have those intra-day traders. We have those who trade for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have the short term. I don't know how you would call all this.
For the short term, we have the scalper.
Yeah.
The scalper usually operates on smaller time frames of the market. For example, you can be on the market maybe for a minute, 5 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, quick entries, quick exits, but smaller amounts, which later accumulate to be a bigger lump. That is a scalper. Then we have the intraday trader. The intraday trader usually trades during the day, uses the 4-hour candlestick. If you have seen the chart itself, zenye wanazitanga graph, it usually has those candlesticks. Yeah, so
the red, the green, sometimes they keep changing colors.
You can change yourself on whichever platform you're using. Maybe the MetaTrader or the TradingView. But for the intraday, usually they use the 2-hour time frame or the 4-hour time frame or the daily candlestick. That's for the intraday trader. Then we have the long-term trader who can hold trades maybe for days, weeks, months, even a year. I know someone who has been holding gold from last year, October, since the bull run started of gold up to now. Gold is still on a bull run. Up to now, she's still on profit. I'm grateful these days that we have a lot of female traders. Previously, it was known to be a boys thing. But the females are upcoming, and I'm grateful for that. That it can be diversified in with the other gender.
Wow. So between all these trading traders, do we have like you would say maybe for a beginner to begin from this as he expands or grows and then adapts, always depends to some certain things so that someone chooses this suits me better to trade?
Well, there are always different types of traders. The journey is usually different for everyone. But I would advise for any newbie, take your time.
Take your time.
Take your time. First, you need to understand the market itself. You need to understand how you yourself can be profitable in the market. They're usually fast learners. People get quick in the market and they become profitable, but others take a bit longer. So the journey is usually different for everyone. I would advise. Don't be swayed, like we said, don't be swayed by the lifestyle of the big names we have had. Take your time in the market. If this is something that you really want to venture in, take your time, learn the skill. After learning the skill, the money will come.
And it's also good that these days these brokers create accounts for you to train. They will even give you some huge amounts in those accounts. What do we call them? the free accounts where you deposit your own money?
Well, for the deposits, I think what you're talking about is the bonuses. Other than the bonuses, the only other way you can be funded is through a prop firm. That's what we mentioned earlier, where you buy an account with maybe, for example, $20. $20 can get you an account of up to $2,000. It is usually advised that you get these prop firms before you can trade with your own money, because losing your own money is a bit hard. It's difficult watching you make losses. This is where you advise you start with a prop firm, because the prop firm will improve your discipline. It has a lot of, it has a lot of discipline itself. It will give you discipline. You will learn to handle your emotions every time you make losses. Personally, my trainer taught me not to run losses over 2% of my account out of 100%. If I make losses of up to 2%, I stop trading that day. I'm done for the day. We wait for tomorrow. The market will always offer opportunities, so do not chase the market. I remember there's an analogy I was given. Chasing the market ni kama kudandia matatu inaenda. Hautatoboa. Options ni either ikukanyange ipite na wewe, ama by dumb luck you survive. You cannot rely on dumb luck.
Nilikuwa nakuja hapo ile ya chasing the market. Unapata these days na traders, brokers, wanafanya ile kitu ya they market so much, the leverage the market. Like it's really intensive. They will even don't know where they source numbers. They will call you, they tell you, I'm from this broker account, we offer this, we do Forex trading. And have you ever heard about it? If you say I've heard about it, they will say, okay, we would want to train you and give you the necessary resource for you to trade. So as a beginner, you've seen people with Forex trading like these days, flourishing their lifestyle. And you say, oh, so this is the thing, people are making money, and then you go for it. And they are actually saying we have very low leverage. If you join us, you will make money as a beginner. I don't know in your case, how did this affect you at the beginning of your journey?
Well, just like any newbie, I was swayed by the idea of financial freedom, which is, well, it is there. Financial freedom is there, but not in the ways that has been structured for the general public to understand. Basically, it is, let me call it marketing. The broker relies on affiliate programs to get deposits from clients. That's why, like, for now, even if you go into your TikTok and you look for traders, for most of them, they will be on their live accounts or maybe different accounts funded, but they'll be trading on gold. Most of them, they'll be trading on gold. Gold is very volatile, and as an affiliate trader, they make more from you than what they make from trading. I can be an affiliate trader, and if I introduce you to a certain broker, I might sell you a certain idea of how you might be rich. But that does not work. When you wapi uliona mtu mambo ina move hivyo tu. There are questions that need to be answered, and there needs to be accountability. So if this person is not accountable, or if the broker is not accountable, I would advise against. This is just an idea that is being sold to you. Do not buy into the idea, because the idea, or maybe the cloud that you formed in your head, it bursts. The bubble bursts. What are you left with at the end of the day? So you need to be very crucial when you approach the market. It's very risky in every way. It's a big market, like you said. The financial market itself, not just Forex. We also have the cryptocurrencies. We have the futures. We have the indices. All these work under under one rule.
Yeah.
They have a lot of similarities. You can use one structure of trading in currencies and it can apply in cryptocurrencies, just a bit different. Yeah. So for the newbies, avoid buying the idea of getting rich quick.
Yeah. That's a statement repeatedly in this trading field. And I know since when you started in 2018, I think you sat down with the Kenyan trader, or not necessarily you personally are training him or her, but you've seen someone has told you, I just blew up my account. What do you usually tell this person who's just on the brink of giving up?
First, go back to the drawing board. What made you blow the account? If you are really passionate with the trading itself, because like I said, people buy into the idea of getting rich quick. They don't have the passion in trading. They don't understand that the market itself is not just a scheme or maybe gambling, because there is the gambler in trading and there is the professional trader. If you are really into trading, go back to the drawing board, look at how you manage to make those losses, work on improving, and go back to the market. It's as simple as that.
Okay. Go back.
Going back, like we said in the beginning, as an entrepreneur, you are never held down by, let's say, anything that may want to put you down. Every time you are knocked down, you have to get up. Because the minute you decide to stay down, you'll stay down. Maybe the next step you would have taken would have been the step that would have made you maybe who you wanted to be eventually. So never give up. If you are a trader, keep moving, keep learning, because there is always something new to learn. Personally, I always look for people to teach me something new in the market. I'd like to give a shout out to a few people if I can. I'd like to shout out Marvin with Bitam Traders. I'd like to shout out Nick with the Nick Trades. These are people who have helped me a lot in my upcoming. Majorly the past financial year, 2025, we managed to do a lot.
You did a lot.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, like, there is something in this conversation, especially from your side, when you speak, that is repeating itself, and that's very important that someone out there really understands it. Like when you say entrepreneurship, many people just trade. They think it's a skill and it makes me money, but they forget the entrepreneurship part of it. How crucial is this for someone to link between this thing that is making him money and also learn if it's a bit of entrepreneurship to be able to become successful?
Well, this is where the education part of it comes. Who is an entrepreneur? How do businesses run? If you're an entrepreneur, how do you manage your businesses? And how do you run your businesses into profits? Look at the normal mama mboga. How does she run her business? How does she make sure that she comes back into the market tomorrow? Discipline. Akipeana deni sana, atapoteza, hatauza kesho. So that is where the discipline comes in. Where we said first, before you make profits, first you secure what you have. The security part is very important because it builds discipline and you are able to come back to the market tomorrow. Don't buy into the idea of getting rich quick. Learn and understand the skill itself. It's very simple, but it's not as complicated as a lot of people put it, because once you understand it, it gets to be very simple. For the most part, the negative talk has been puncturing to a lot of markets. People have been discouraged on trading. Maybe unaskamiwa, unaoshwa. Kidogo mtu anakuambia nipe do twende tufanye hii, something will happen. Personally, I made those mistakes. as I was coming up, and a few people maybe entrusted me with their capital. Well, pesa ilipotea. Pesa ilipotea because sikuwa na hiyo skill. I did not have that understanding itself of the market. But those are some of the failures that build the giant that maybe is to be. Yeah, so you need to learn from your failures, but before you learn from your own failures, learn from other people's failures so that you don't repeat the same mistakes.
Yeah. Very important. Hey, Charlie. Hey. So, like, let's also look at this area. For instance, now you today I know you've been in the market for so long, and you really know so much about the, how do I call them? The pairs, currencies, yeah, and then there's stocks, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So, are there any pairs of currencies someone would go, maybe they are friendly in terms of volatility, and then there are others, they are not something to go for, like you repeatedly said, gold is very volatile. Yeah. So how about the currencies? Do you have those someone should avoid by all means?
I think newbies mostly should avoid gold, metals, and the Nasdaq. These are very volatile markets. You should avoid at all costs, because the gold itself does not move maybe following the normal fundamental or technical structures of the market. Also with the Nasdaq, it's very different, but they can be a bit friendly in other markets. For example, the futures and the indices. These markets may be a bit friendly to newbies. They follow the technical patterns, they follow the demand and supply, they follow the smart money concepts. It can be very simple for a newbie to understand. Also, the euro against the dollar. For a newbie, it can be a bit friendly. For the most part, it works with basics. For a basic student, or maybe for a beginner, or just any other trader, I usually advise on sticking to basics. Basics, we are speaking in terms of the trend. The trend of the market. Where is the market headed? Can you see its high side? Can you see its low side? In cooperation with the fundamental part, because they both work together. So how is this fundamental affecting a certain currency? For example, we mentioned the situation with Trump. It affected the dollar in a certain way, but at the same time, it affected the gold in a different way. So you need to understand how every news affects the market, and how you can work to better yourself using the same strategies in cooperating with the fundamental.
Okay. And also to the newbies, like during your early stages, you go into the market, and this what we call a lot of noise. You look like you look at the charts, and they're not communicating anything. But anyway, you have said that you started the journey, so you have to make sense of what they are doing, or what the market is communicating, and then do what it's supposed to do, which is executing the trend. So, like in your case, at those early days, how did you balance, or how did you learn and put differentiate between the noise and make money?
Well, it all comes back to who you are as a person. If you are easily influenced, I feel you might be on the wrong side of the market, because this is where the chasing comes back. You will make the wrong decisions every time you are influenced, without having the skill. The skill will teach you discipline. It will teach you how to differentiate between the noise and facts, because we have the noise and we have facts. If you don't have facts, you can't be accountable with what you're doing. You're following the noise. For example, kwa charts za markets, maybe utakuja uone chart iko na a lot of things. Kuna mtu mwenye amechora a lot of things zenye zi make sense, inakaa a bit complicated. That is noise. That is someone who does not understand the market. Avoid using a lot of indicators on your charts. Learn the basics. The basics, we all come back to the candlestick formation. We all come back to the price action, the demand and supply. How do you work so that you can be profitable? Because there are big players in the market also. For example, the banks and the big institutions. How can you work with them, not against them? Because if you're working against them, you're working against the market. Eventually utapoteza.
Actually move the market.
Yeah, so for example, bank wakuje na pesa ya, like not even banks, even Trump himself, anaweza kuja amweke trade moja yenye ita move market a different way other than what you had expected as a technical trader. Maybe umechora to trend line wako hapo. Na hizo vitu.
Sometimes I've also heard that even a simple tweet from us as an influential person as Trump affects the market.
Very much. Anaweza mention something that can be very crucial to the market. Kitu yenye inaguzia sana sana oil, real estate, kama maybe hiyo NFP. Time hizo news zinakuwa zikisemwa, you will see the figures zina move sana. Means institutions and the volume is big. So you need to take a step back first. If you're not a fundamental trader, if you don't know how to read the fundamental news, wachana nayo. Hakuna haja upoteze do. Hivyo ndo mimi nilioshwa the first time, but eventually I came back. Venye tumesema, just an entrepreneur, you don't stay down. You come back up. So learning process inakuwa different for every person. Wewe utakuwa na your own different journey. So don't major on what the noise is saying. Major on the skill, major on your emotion, major on discipline. You will be profitable after time, after time, after time, with consistency, which will make you a profitable trader. You'd rather make $10 today, $10 tomorrow, $10 the next day, than making $1,000 today and losing $2,000 tomorrow. You can see how that is on a negative. So avoid listening to a lot of noises. If you have a figurehead that is maybe you look up to, maybe focus on that one person. Learn the strategy that they are using, maybe the skill, how they managed to be who they are, and how they are working on improving themselves, because it's always an improvement level scale. You don't stay on the same level. There's always something new to learn on the market.
Wow. Then there is also the aspect of specifically on the news. On the news, I've seen a new buy somewhere. In my personal experience, someone who relied so much on the strategy, those drawing the techniques to those techniques to map the market and then execute trends. Never bothered about the news, what will happen next minute. And then this was I would say it was a scalper. And then would go into a market. Then today would tell me I made 18,000, like a good day. And then tomorrow I blew my 30,000. But he never gave up. But in the long run, he gave up. He gave up because he lost his account. So then it dawned on me That does it mean then that there is something this guy is missing? Then from this conversation should be the news. It's a very important aspect.
Yeah.
Where do we get this news? Is it staying on social media?
No. The news, we have, for example, the Forex Factory. I usually use the Forex Factory. If you go to the Forex Factory website, you'll get the news. You have the Baby Pips economic calendar.
Yeah.
The Baby Pips economic calendar offers the news. You'll see maybe, for example, the non-farm payrolls. They will highlight how it impacted the previous month and how they are seeing this month to be. So as a trader, you need to have that skill of knowing how the previous data will help you in getting the current data accurate to being profitable in your market.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also the Bloomberg. For those who maybe are around screens for the most part, they can watch the Bloomberg news. It offers a wider range of news. Yeah, 24 hours news. Yeah.
You say factory?
Forex Factory.
Forex Factory.
Yeah.
So these are places you could go for the news.
These are platforms where you can get the news simplified for a beginner maybe or a retail trader. They are simplified. Well, let's just say they are simplified.
They are simplified.
Yeah, because on the Bloomberg, it may be a bit complex, where they mention a lot of things which affect a certain currency in a certain way that you might not be able to decipher at the moment. But the Forex Factory and the Baby Pips, they have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they give you this news and they have the previous month numbers, then they have a projection for the next month numbers. So is it up to you to do the projection rightly, or that projection will be the right thing to go with?
It will be up to you.
Up to you.
It will be up to you as a trader.
It might not go as they say.
Yes, but before making any trade, this is where specialty comes in. That's why we differentiated between the technical trader and the fundamental trader. The technical trader does not trade during this news. Akisikia NFP iko yamenawa mikono. Otherwise yeye ndo ataoshwa. So area kae kando, mwenye ana understand hizo news deal nazo. Fundamental trader basically an operate na news peke yake. I used to work with a fundamental trader from South Africa back in 2019. Alikuwa anaitwa Forex broker killer. There's a time ali offer invite, but that time there was war in South Africa. If you are not South African, there was conflict. But working with him, I understood a few things on the fundamental side. It's not always about the numbers. It's basically the person who is offering the news. For example, Glenn Powell, who usually offers the NFP, you can see the mood in which he offers the news. The mood itself can shift the market. Anaweza kuja na sura iko like grumpy. Immediately the market sells. But anakuja akiwa na happy mood. The market buys. So it's always very crucial for a fundamental trader to be specialized in that area. If you do not understand the fundamentals, avoid trading the fundamental news. Yeah.
Wow. A big statement.
Yeah, it's very complex on a wider range. It's not usually black and white. Like we said, technical trader, fundamental trader, know your lane. The minute you understand that, it will be very easy to operate. Yeah.
Wow. So let me as we finalize this. Let me maybe ask, like you said, how entrepreneurship is really very important. And we say consistency is key. I don't know how it applies to trading, especially consistency in certain habits. Yeah, for instance, you said manage your emotions. Trade, go slow to them with the market. I don't know how consistency and what are some of the things, if you can add on those things to mention, someone need in order to be profitable, especially part-time traders in Kenya. Yeah.
If you can remember the story of Girl X,
yeah.
Avoid over trading, avoid revenge trading, because every time you try to counter the market, inakuwekea mguu, unateguka. Na ukikuwa na ile roho ya mambo iendi hapa, you give up, because eventually ulikuwa umeingia hapo na akili ya nitengeneze dombi bio, hayakuendangi hivyo. Build that muscle. Sijui kama umeenda gym. Mostly gyms zenye nimeenda wanaandikanga no pain no gain. That pain is part of the process. That's why nilisema me losing that $20 in the first time, it was very crucial for me to shift my thinking, because I thought I will always be profitable. That has never happened. Hata ukiangalia kwa markets za Kenya, any corporation, either private or public, there are times they will be on a negative. Ukiangalia Kenya Airways, their financial years, they are profitable, others they are not, but they are always there. Your consistency in a build discipline. Either way, there are good days and there are bad days. So for a start, learn to manage what you have before acquiring the next. So this is where the discipline then again comes back into play. It will build you it will build you differently. Not to overtrade, not to revenge trade. That is where most traders lose their money. Unapoteza, maybe you have a structure in play. You have a setup maybe that has been working, but it's not working today. It is okay to accept those losses and wait for the next entry to get a perfect entry and perfect exit. That's why we had the sniper entry and the sniper exit. Okay.
So finally, today, if you are speaking to someone who is starting Forex trading, are there what are three rules you tell this person to first never work without?
The first one is a plan. Just like any other business, you need to have a business plan. It is easier to operate with a plan, because with a plan you can follow certain guidelines, certain steps to get to where you are going. Without that plan, it is hard. It may be a bit difficult. Like for example, your friend who lost a lot of money. I'm sure they had no plan on how they would work being a profitable trader. So first of all, have that plan. Second of all, educate yourself. Learn on in depth the market itself, how the market moves, what are the factors affecting the market, and how you yourself can be able to be profitable, not working against the market, but working with the market. The next one will be choosing a broker. A broker is very crucial. The broker you work with will either make you rich or make you poor. Broker anakurudisha ocha mbio. Ukikaa mbaya, I've heard of a friend mwenye alikuwa na make so this friend obvious who had incurred a couple of losses. I'm sure for him it was the indiscipline part that made him lose. Discipline will counter a lot of things in the market. Other than the broker, you also need to have your emotions in check. Learn to regulate your emotions. Every time you make losses or wins, you can imagine making $1 million in 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Pesa maybe hujaishika. Hiyo emotion isifanye utake kurudi tena kwa soko. If strategy yako imework na imefikia kitu tunaita take profit, toka kwa market, come back again tomorrow. Lastly, I'd like to talk maybe about mentorship programs. There are people wenye, well, they can help. If you can remember, tumeongelea something to do with noise. There's a lot of people wenye wana market Forex in a way yenye inakaa ni come tengeneza do mbio mbio, omoka, you know, toka kwa block, hizo stories zote as you apply kwa hii soko. Ni very different. So find someone who has been in the market for a long period of time, someone who has back tested their strategies and their strategies are actually working, someone who will help you without anything in return. For the most part, well, many mentors wanakuambia, you know, come to tufanye trading, you know, pay me this certain amount of money, I teach you this. It's okay, but if at the end of the day their students are not grasping, because you can tell. I've been growing my spirituality for a minute. Na kuna mahali Bible inasema you will know them by their fruits. So hawa watu fruits zao ni gani? What are they selling and how are they benefiting from you coming into the market?
So like today actually kuna wale wase wanauza hiyo neno sana. They want to intimidate or kind of tell you that you are the only guy, maybe you are remaining behind. You are not making money because of your, you know, ignorant, I call it. So because to them they know there is the information. Now for you who is not doing the same, is just ignorant. But that's not true. So apart from hizo rules tumesema tatu hizo, like someone is watching and is like, I've got this whole thing, and it's all about how I can strategize myself now in Forex and then make money. But then how do I get the right information?
Personally, I have been following up on a trader who has been on the market since 1992. For anyone who will like to venture into trading, I'd ask them to look up this guy. You'll find him on YouTube on a channel called The Inner Circle Trader.
Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle Trader has managed to scale up my trading on a number of levels. I've understood the market differently since I started working under the mentorship of this guy. Finding someone who will help you walk this path is very crucial, because you doing it by yourself, you'll make a lot of mistakes. But you can avoid these mistakes when you find someone who has been in the market, who understands the market, who will be able to help you without selling you this idea of getting rich quick, come tutoke kwa block tuomoke and all that noise. Usisikize hiyo kelele.
Okay. And then pia on the same like mtu like kuna ile tunaita reality versus fake. Kuna mtu anakaa like now in your case, you've been in the market for so long, and it's rarely to know if this guy is really there. But somebody just came in the trading, maybe let's say a year ago, few months, and then it's all over social media, and it's also talking about how huge profits he's making daily. Then these guys who are not really out there making noise are not violent. You won't see them in those there was a lot of noise making. Yeah. So I don't know, like, should they like have forums maybe to do something in order to raise these numbers legit for its traders on ground, at least to kuja to counter hii noise. We should stay quiet.
It is difficult to counter the noise because the people who are pushing the noise are benefiting from the noise. So the minute umeamua kuja kunyamazisha kelele, umeanza vita. So that's why the legit people, I'll call them legit, they choose to stay on their own path. But they are available. There are forums, there are seminars. For a newbie, I'd advise to interact with a lot of traders. Interact in these seminars, interact in these forums. There you will get to learn in depth different types of traders, how people operate in the market differently. You learn maybe the best brokers you can use. You'll be able to learn a lot if you put yourself out there. Yeah.
Then, like, having been in the game for so long, it must have taught you so many things, like basically money, risk taking, your emotional part, then and all other aspects, so that as you grow in this field, you've grown holistically. How do we say someone need to be looking out for those things, as you are growing money, making money on the Forex market? Are you also supposed to look at other parts of your life so as to become a whole trader?
Obviously. Every aspect of you as a person reflects in how you operate in the market. Hata venye unafanya biashara zingine, maybe you personally, I also have other businesses. The person that I am influences a lot my businesses, because kama we ni mtu wa tamaa, for example, utabant. Kubant ni haraka. So some of these things, they influence how you operate in the market and in any other business. So you need to check and you need to build. This is why I was talking about this muscle. And discipline applies in all sectors. Because, for example, your friend who lost money in trading, greed mostly was partially in play. I've made 5K, I can make 10K, I can make $1 million. And the truth is, ido iko pale, iko kwa hiyo soko, ever, consistently. That is the biggest market in the world. But now, you need to first acquire that skill. Always go back to the drawing board, always journal your trades, always backtest before you apply any strategy in real life market trading. Work on basics.
Actually, umesema pale pa hii pesa iko. I totally agree with you, because from my personal experience, even never traded for long, I make money, but then that emotional aspect, how to manage my profits, came into play, and also made me somehow give up, and then also I dropped out. But again, after I dropped out, I went out, and there's a guy who also came in my inbox. I think he was a Pakistani kind of, He came in my inbox and they told me, I'm a trader, I can make you a lot of money. So one day then I said, okay, I'm going to put up my account, like I deposited $100,000. $100. That's roughly, at the time was 10,000 shillings. So I gave him the logins. So the guy on a MetaTrader 4.
MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5.
So I gave him, and then the guy made me, the first day he made me in an hour. I think it was an hour, kind of. Then he made me 6,000. Then I was like, okay, So how much do you want me to pay you back? He said, there is still time. The market is on. Please, Julia. Because for me, 6,000 was enough that day. But he told me, no, relax. It was around 11 a.m. in the morning. Then I had given him the account logins around 6 in the morning. So by 11, he had made me 6,000.
So from 100 to 6,000.
From 100, that is, he has added 6,000 on top. So I'm like, now should I pay you? I'm going to log you out. Then he told me, no, don't. It's still time. We have to trade. Then he mentioned the time frame from his country. Then I said, okay. If you are going to make more, why not? I gave him the account. Then never took out anything. But I think I got a notification. I was on my way to the market. Yeah. Then the broker sent me a notification. He was telling me your account is running out. Yeah, that message. Then I'm like, now.
Yeah, the margins.
Yeah. Please top up. At first, sikujua what it meant. First. Yeah. But kuendelea kidogo nikajua, shit, this could be. Hii inaweza kuwa ndio yangu hiyo jamaa na trade.
Kuna mwagiliwa area.
Yeah, quickly logged in. Then nikarealize huyu jamaa shatoka huko hivyo all the way $160. Is just playing around. You have around $7-8. Napanda kidogo hivi kirudi. Yeah. So unajua ukiwa kwa gari, by the time unaanza kungangana hivi unataka kulog huyu jamaa hata ubaki na hiyo $7, you are like hata huyu ashanimaliza. You are still also panicking.
Yeah. Shangara.
So nilienda kwa nyumba nikakaa chini na of course huwezi mcall na mcall yetu. Unamcall na
mtafutane online.
Jamaa tena hayuko online. Unaona, so nikashindwa, if this guy is offline, at this point anafaa kuwa online ili akuwa na run hii trade. Ako offline. Maanisha hii trade imeshaisha. Then nikajicompose, nikalog in kwa FX Pesa, nikalog in, nikarealize ilisha. Yeah. So nikaona true, nilikuwa naona do hapo, and then I had the capacity, the emotional capacity to tell this guy, no, this is enough, let's quit today. But pia nilichukuliwa na ile inaitwa greed. Yeah. So nikaona, mbona kama anaweza make more than this, go on. And most of these traders, especially the newbies, this is the most part yenye wanakuwa affected. Kwanza ukiwa wewe mwenyewe una trade, unaonanga, if I've been able to make like let's say $10 just say na nikatoka. Unajua vizuri ya Forex is such a way that it's designed that you make money, and you see here, this is profit you made. If it's loss, utaona hiyo red, utaona hiyo green, and then unajiuliza, let me make. But the bad thing is this market is changing every second, every minute, and you are not looking at all those things that affect. So traders in this financial the Forex wana affectiwa sana na hii part. And I don't know, like ukimwambia how can just manage your emotions, I don't know how, if it's really enough to convince this person to just watch him. He has been in a profit of let's say $10. Then umwambie toka sasa, will that person get out?
Huwezi kubali.
What is on the trend? Unaenda 12, 13, alafu namwambia katia hapo toka.
Sasa hapo ndo discipline inaingia. So venye tumesema kwa market, kuna vitu zinaitwa take profit na kuna vitu zinaitwa stop loss. So in the strategy yenye unatumia kwa price, unaweka take profit ya a certain take profit. If maybe you have analyzed the market, ama maybe as an intraday trader, you want to make $50 a day. Umejiwekea target ya $50 a day. So as I was saying, as a trader, you need to look at all the aspects of the market. Majorly, the taking profits and the stop loss will give you the discipline with how your strategy works. Backtest your strategies. Maybe something to the newbies or someone who is interested in trading. Avoid listening to the noises of people telling you you'll get rich quick, AMG, Audi and all that. I mean, that money is there, but the disciplined part is very important. Grow yourself step by step. Have that plan. It will help you understand where you're going. Also having the right mentor or maybe someone who will help you and guide you with the Forex journey. Not just Forex, any financial market. And also having the right broker, because the broker, like we said, he might either make you rich or akurudishe ocha. Options ni mbili. So have a plan, have a mentor, be disciplined and work with the right broker.
Right. How do you describe your trading journey in the 8 years as in maybe one word? How do you describe your journey?
It's hard to find one word that I can say I would describe my journey. But I would describe it as an uptrend trajectory. Because from where I started, I'm not where I started from. I had my highs, I had my lows, but still there is consistency. Don't forget to journal every step, not just in trading, but with everything you're working with in the Forex business. Make sure you can account for every shilling you make, every dollar you make. The markets sometimes can be friendly, can be ugly, but it's nice to make money in dollars.
Wonderful. So as we wind up, there is this question one of my followers asked me, and I don't want to leave it out. The question is I've traded for a while now and I've been making profits and losses, but I'm on an upward trend. Is there need for me to change my strategy? Is there need for?
No, I don't think there's any need to change what you're doing. What you can do, you can adapt to the new market structures. That's why I said there's always a curve in learning. So always learn something new that will help you in adapting to your current structure or maybe any trading idea that you're working with.
So one word, Charlie, to our viewer who is watching and is like, after listening to this podcast, this could be something I can go into. One word.
One word is discipline.
Discipline.
Thank
you so much, guys, for watching. This is Joseph Haemba. Keep watching, subscribe, share this video, and if it is it makes sense and you are someone who is looking to make money through financial market, this is the way to go. I will give a chance to Charlie to give us his social media platforms, if there is any, so that you can interact with him and then get to learn better this journey so that you become also as a pro as he is.
For me, you will find me on Instagram and TikTok. On Instagram, my handles are 6.tin_tracks, and on TikTok, it's 16_tracks.
Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and keep watching. We have part 2 coming soon. I hope you learn. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Asante sana.